Hey guys, this is Daryl at hudsonscustommachining.com, and I'm about to finish up this project here. I've got a little bit more to do. I've got a few screws still to make and the oil cups. I've not done the oil cups yet, and the motor tag. I'm still working on the motor tag. But this is a 1910 Westinghouse oscillating fan. We call it a vane oscillator. I made new acorn nuts for it there. Made those acorn nuts, polished them out. I made new vane stops for it. The original stops were steel, and I made those brass ones. And there's the motor tag. I've yet to start working on the motor tag, but that brass tag will be all polished out and then painted black. And then we go back over the tops of the letters. And there's some mighty small, if I can zoom in and still keep focus, you see there's some real tiny lettering at the bottom, those patent dates. Patent dates, the last patent date here is December 6, 1910. So this was a late model vane oscillator here, because Westinghouse developed their first gear-driven oscillating fan in 1911. And another telltale sign that this is a late model is because this is the badge that's got the black in the background and the raised letters. The earlier Westinghouse tag was a stencil tag. The letters were actually cut out like a cookie cutter. So I've still got to do the motor tag. The motor tag will go up here on top of the motor. I'll do another video when I get it complete. I just wanted to do this here tonight. I'm about done. I'll probably make the oil cups before I close up shop for tonight. But just to let you see it run. See that vane on the front of the cage there? Watch it when it gets to the end. It hits that reverser. Underneath that plate on the bottom of the cage is a reversing mechanism. And when it hits that stop, around on the back side of the base there, see it flips that vane the other way. So the air coming off of the front of the fan blade, pushing against the back side of that vane there, that's what's moving it back and forth from side to side. I machined new bearings for this motor. While I had it all apart, I wanted to go ahead and put new bearings in it. So this has been completely rewired. New bearings, lots of new parts in this thing. And we'll shut it off. We'll go around and look at a 1910 catalog. This is a 1910 Westinghouse catalog. The date is not on the cover, which was surprising to me, but it is on the third page here. It says 1910, so this is the catalog for 1910. And if you go a few pages back, this just tells about some of the features of the 1910 model, and it shows a stationary. But the oscillating models are back here. They call it an air-operated desk fan. They were available in 12-inch and 16-inch sizes. And see, back in those days, before 60 cycles was standardized in the United States, you had different cities that would operate on different frequency. So the manufacturing companies that made these motors, they had to offer motors in a 25 cycle, 40 cycle, 50 cycle. And you'll see over here 60 cycle, and even as high as 133 cycle circuits. And the fan that we just looked at is a style number 115677 that designates this a 12-inch fan wound for voltages from 111 to 120 volts. And that's a 2-speed fan. These are the RPMs that the fan runs. And these fans were $38 retail list price. And I think back here it shows a picture of it. Nope. Where's the picture? Picture's up here. Boy, it's aggravating to do it just with one hand. Okay, so there's a picture of the fan, and that's just what we just looked at. Alright, I'll do another video on this once I get the oil cups finished. I've got to make new oil cups for it. These are the original stops right here. And see, they were steel. And I made these new out of brass. And these are the oil cups here. I'm going to make new oil cups for it instead of trying to polish these out. There's the original acorn nuts that come off of it. So if this fan ever changes hands, whoever the new owner is, I'll have the original parts that went with it if they don't want the blingy brass stuff that I made to go on there. Alright, so that's it for now. Thank y'all for watching.